Welcome to the podcast. My name is Nyasha, and you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. Joining me today, as ever, someone who looks fantastic both in real life and on Instagram. I see you've got a little LinkedIn picture on your Instagram now. Very black and white. Very,
Yeah,
See,
you it.
Yeah, you look like.
I've had a few compliments on it.
Yeah, you look like Sade.
Thank you. You remember how I said I wanted? You know how I said I wanted a professional picture done for ages?
Yeah.
It's AI.
It's God, AI slop. We're gonna AI slop. Can't believe it. Pay the real artist. Don't want to pay a real photographer. He's got this AI slop. No, it's good.
Did you pay a real hairstylist to do your hair?
It's Thandie Sabanda. I give you the drum roll. Sorry, I meant to give you the cheers. The sounds don't want to work for me now. I don't know if they're on or not. I think I've broken the sounds. There you go. Did I want to pay a real artist for my hair? It was Zimbabwe Independence Day a few days ago. Thandie, right. What is the number one thing a Zimbabwean crisis is going to do?
Shave their head. Of course.
Join. And
I love that for you.
Yeah, no, that's where
I've never seen you with a bald head. I've seen you in all kinds of circumstances. I've seen you with the bleached hair.
Yeah.
I've seen you with the locks. So this was quite the shock. Like at first, I'm not going to lie to you, Nyasha, this is not me being mean.
Yeah, okay.
I thought it was a filter, right? I thought maybe you'd taken the Barry Hart stuff a bit too far. You know,
I was like method acting.
I thought this had gone a bit too far,
yeah.
I mean, you suit every hairstyle, as I said.
This is really effusive praise that I'm getting right now. I'm really feeling the love for how I look right now.
And the air. Yes,
the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. If you're watching, please like and subscribe to the video. Thank you to all the new subscribers. We're on the road to 6,000, only 100 or so off. So thank you to all the new subscribers. And if you're listening on Apple, leave us a review. If you're listening on Spotify, leave us a 5-star rating. And if you want an ad-free stream, you can always listen to us on Patreon, which is in the link. And thank you to all the members who support the channel. Much appreciated. Did you watch the race, or did you just get an AI summary?
Don't do that. I didn't ever think of doing that. Thank you very much. I did watch the race. Thank you.
You did?
I just didn't watch quali. So I'll be very honest. I didn't watch quali because I was off picking up my new car. Duh. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try something and it won't be nothing. Okay? I wasn't getting married.
Okay, no, it just looked like you were at a traditional Zimbabwean event where someone was getting married. So I thought it was a big day.
Yeah.
For you.
For me.
For you.
I wouldn't get married without you there, Nyasha. So how does that make sense?
I cut my hair just in case. I was like, let me be respectable. No, that's fine. Well, look, in terms of qualifying, I guess there's not really too much to report. I guess what we can do is say, though, that Oscar Piastri qualified first. Lando Norris's crash. Have you seen the crash from Lando Norris? He crashed out. He was 10th. I'll describe it to you. He was on his first lap out in Q3 and he qualified in 10th place. He crashed on his first lap in Q3 through no one's fault but his own.
No one's fault at all. He just did it on his ones.
He did it. He dropped it, mate.
Hey.
He Mick Schumachered it. Remember when Mick Schumacher was just bracking up the horse every other week?
Yeah.
Just done one of them, bruv.
What's going on?
What's going on, bruv? I don't know. I mean, you tell me. He came out and said, again, just not good enough from me. There's been a
Yeah.
lot of like prickly comments from Lando. Obviously, he finished fourth. I think after the race, he was at pains to say, "We're not the quickest car." I don't know where everyone's getting this crap from. We're not the quickest car. Do you? I guess with this information, do you feel like the pressure maybe is getting to Lando a little bit? Maybe do you feel
I
like
do think the pressure is getting to Lando, but Lando's one of those drivers who the pressure's always susceptible to just jumping on. You know, when a mosquito bites, it bites the person whose blood feels the most freshest and most vulnerable, So if you're a
right?
real bloody
Okay.
person,
Mm,
if you have sickle cell disease, Google it,
yeah.
you are susceptible to malaria.
Yes, I do know that. Yeah, no, for sure,
Yeah.
100%.
So Lando hasn't got that, unfortunately. Lando has fresh blood. He screams,
Yeah,
bite me, bite me, bite me.
buy me,
And
buy.
when the pressure comes around and like knocking on the gates, like
Yes,
the Prince of Death on the doors, those who have lamb's blood outside their doors
it's
will be
Joanne.
yeah,
Next door, not this door.
next door, not
Next
this
door.
door.
Yeah, no. You see, so Oscar Piastri's got the lamb blood. Happy Easter, by the way.
Happy Easter. He has
He
risen.
has risen. He has
Thank
risen.
God every time, man.
Hey, shout out fucking God.
Shout out
Shout out
fucking God.
every time. And also, sorry, RIP to the Pope as well.
Mate,
What a few
fam,
days.
shout me. Vatican City, shout me. I'm open. I'm looking for a new vacancy. I have some great policies.
Great
I
policies.
love God, And
Shout
yous
out
have
God.
never had a black woman. Yous have never had it. Like, hashtag Thandie for Pope.
Thandie for Pope. Hashtag Thandie for Pope. I love that. I love that. And look, she could deliver the gospel to your congregations and followings of the Catholic faith around the world
Exactly.
through monologues and metaphors and analogies and
Right?
because like we said, Lando Norris doesn't have the blood of lamb on his door.
The blood of the lamb. There's so many. This entire podcast is my CV and my application to be the
Yeah.
Pope, basically.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Vatican City, shout me.
Yeah.
My number and my Twitter's below,
There you
and my
go.
Instagram.
And
Yeah.
the TikTok, all of them things there. All of them things. I do think he is struggling. I'm not gonna lie.
The boy's struggling, boy.
The boy is struggling, and it's what, like last season, I do read all the comments, and some comments I do ignore because some of them are, to be honest, some of you I think I think some of you need to touch grass. Respect.
100%.
Like some of you some of you watch this channel knowing that we are going to say something you don't like, and you wait here with your high blood pressure, and then
Yeah.
you're typing out, this isn't right. Someone did say something funny though. Someone did say,
What did they say?
I was saying something bad about Verstappen, as you do, and
Okay.
but it was Barry. So I was like, anything I say is Barry. That's not me. Those aren't my
Trust
thoughts.
me, we don't know Barry. Even Nyasha that you lot know isn't the Nyasha that's in front of us right now. Clearly, this one has no hair. So, how would you
Right.
compare the two?
Right.
How would you compare the two?
I am in character. This
Right.
is the character. Clearly,
This
I'm
is-
mad.
Hey.
Look what I did to myself. It was so bad.
Every time I try to find I was born without my wings, I feel so small. I don't want to have to put you
Yeah.
under monetization or nothing, but free you.
Free me. No, 100%. Free me, 100%. 100.
Back to Lando. I
Lando,
don't think
yeah.
Lando needs freeing. I think Lando is a prisoner of his own thoughts, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And the pressure's getting worse. For those who obviously didn't come to our live show, Where the Hell Were Yous? You missed out.
It was
We
sold
did
out.
actually have this conversation. Oh yeah, fair. It was sold out. We did actually have this conversation about Lando and Oscar, who we think is taking the main driver place and how long we should wait till. Mate, didn't think it was going to be the next week, did I? I said before summer, didn't I? I said we'll know who it is, who the chosen one is. Didn't think it was going to be literally the next race, and I can proudly say that. Do you know what it is? Just Oscar doesn't allow pressure to get to him, and Oscar isn't afraid of Max. That's one thing I've noticed.
He's not afraid of Max. He's not afraid of anything. He's not afraid of anything. And I guess we'll get on to that side of the discussion. I can't remember what point I was trying to make about people needing to touch grass. But like, essentially, for me, oh, yes. One thing I did see was that last year we made fun, not even we, I made fun of Lando Norris, and I said, hey, look, I don't want to hear that fucking mental health shit. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh, like, doing that. I did say that.
I am so sorry you said that.
I did say that. And you know what? That's wrong, because
That's not right.
It's not right. As clearly as someone going through their own crisis, you know, Lando's not shaved his head. He's clearly dealing with his shit better than me, and he's got a lot more to deal with, right?
Yeah.
And I do take that back. I think I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
What I was saying then was that it's almost like a sign of weakness that he was.
Of course,
coming out and you're saying, I don't feel, I'm just not good enough, this, that, and the other. But I guess, coming out and he's doing the same things at the moment. And I guess if you correlate it to his performance, something's not clicking. What do you think Lando Norris needs to do to get back to where he needs to get back to?
Focus. I think that's the thing. The main thing is about focusing, trying to really like zone in on what the race is about, what your car's about, what positions you hold, who to not be pally with. I keep saying this, like, the man keeps making friends with the wrong people. The man keeps allowing leeway to the wrong people. And in that turn, it's really fucking up his race strategy. Like, there's people who are just in a position where they haven't gelled well with the car. But for me, I feel like Lando has gelled well with his car. And I think he's in a great position of having one of the best pit stop, if not the best pit stop team on the freaking grid. So there's actually not a lot we can say is at fault minus him.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
No, 100%. I believe that. Like, I think it's one of those where maybe Lando almost needs to do like a Nico Rosberg season of like, maybe he just needs to lock in and just like, is it a case of removing any kind of distractions? Are there distractions? Does he need to spend more time in the sim? Who knows, But it feels uncharacteristic. I understand.
But is it uncharacteristic though?
Well,
ask yourself that. Do you think this is uncharacteristic of Lando Norris?
Do you know what? Let's take it a step further then. And again, I hate to have conversations like this after 5 races now. But I guess let's take it from the beginning of, let's say from Miami last year. We're coming out to Miami now.
Okay.
Right? So
Miami was a good win. Right.
Great win, right? So we've got a year's worth of Lando Norris being a race winner and title contender since last season. Right? Hand on heart, from what we've seen from Lando, do you think that he is a world-class driver? Have we put expectations on Lando's which exceed his talent? I think sometimes Martin Brundle says when someone goes for an overtake and they kind of they go out, whatever, he goes, I think talent over adhesion or something. Essentially, your perceived talent of yourself, you've put that above what the actual move can do, and you've ended up crashing. Have we put expectations on a man which are higher than what his actual ceiling is, and maybe the less we expect of Lando, then the less we can be disappointed in what we're seeing on a day basis, on a weekly basis, pretty much now since Australia? It's a big question.
It is a big question because going back to my previous point, you're in the Constructors' Champion car, right?
Yeah.
Last year you were very, very close to winning the championship. So I don't think it's unfair the pressure that's on him. Okay. I would say it's unfair the pressure that's maybe on a few drivers on the grid that we could discuss. But I don't feel like the pressure on Lando is something that we shouldn't have on. It's kind of been molding itself for some years now. Yeah. So, and you wouldn't even consider Lando Norris a rookie. Remind yourselves that he's not a rookie.
He's beyond that now. Yeah, exactly.
He's beyond that. So he must know better. And having been put in a position where he is literally the golden boy.
Yeah.
Deliver. deliver every time, because he has so many complaints about other people. It's like, Lando, are you taking actual accountability for your actions and your capabilities and what you are literally holding yourself back from? Like, be so for real. If you're telling me, because I'll have to look back on this crash, if you're telling me there was no one at fault and it literally sent him all the way to the back of the grid, those are like little mistakes you can't make, bruv. Like, these are little mistakes that you've been...
I want to send it to you because I think...
Go on.
I want to send it to you. 2 seconds. I've got it here. Whilst I get that, pardon me. Here we... Oh, God, there's something else. Here we go. Is that... No, not that one. Essentially, for me, I would say that I am... How would I... Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is a fan view of it. I've got it for you.
Okay.
It's in the chat. Have a ganders at that. What I would say is this. What I would say is that for me, I think what we see with Lando and how he's kind of reacted in the last few days, in the last year, I guess, to...
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And there's another one there. So, I think that's you on board. So, for me, I think, and I didn't expect to spend this long on Lando, but I guess it will inform what we're about to talk about, which I think are two drivers who very much have what is necessary to be at the top. One who's proven it, and one who hasn't. I just think Lando Norris is a difference between being in a plucky team, getting the occasional podium here and there, and there's a difference between being a team leader, carrying a team on your back and taking them to championships. And unfortunately,
I just think that sort of stuff was unacceptable, man.
Which stuff?
Sorry. What I've just watched.
It's bad. It's bad, right? It's bad. So you can't do that. I think these are the things that, it's not just Lando Norris, these are the things that people have said about Charles Leclerc. These are the things that people have said in the past. People saying that about Verstappen before he became the person he was. And until we see like a level of work between for Lando, it's going to be difficult to put him in conversations about being the top of the top generational drivers, as was discussed on Twitter the other day. One person who was described as generational is Max Verstappen.
Oh, nice.
Who had and I know, right? I want to make sure this is correct, because last time I put out a clip and you said collision and it wasn't a collision.
Oh my gosh.
People got very fucking angry.
But you know what I meant. Like, I totally get it. Like, you see a woman and you think she has to get everything down to the tip correct.
Well,
People
hopefully she does.
at the mouth.
Anyway, so what I would say is that
you look like Steve Jobs.
I'm Steve Jobs. I'm Walt Disney.
You have a turtleneck on. You look like a black Steve Jobs.
I look like I look like I'm going to talk to you about forex trading. In a hired meeting room in like a hotel, and be like, how do you not know?
My life around, guys.
Changed my life. Forex trading. Max Verstappen had an incident with Oscar Piastri at turn one,
first lap, right?
First lap incident, as you saw it, right? He was given a 5-second penalty for essentially gaining the track and getting an advantage after leaving the track, right? Like, leaving the track and gaining an advantage is the correct wordage, just in case anyone wants to bring that up with me. But I'm a skinhead now, I can fuck you up. So, how did you see that incident? I've kind of talked about it, and it felt like more of the same from Verstappen. We've seen this time and time again.
Of course.
And I guess, in terms of, we kind of know what we're going to get from Lando. I guess this is just kind of what we get from Max. There wasn't much space to go, but also, it also feels as if it's not always Max Verstappen, but Max is But it is.
Girl,
But
it's the
it is.
entitlement for me. It's the
Okay.
entitlement. It's the entitlement
Lovely. Love that
because
word.
like give the place back. You knew what you did, and like what really like here's my question: like if you listen back to his radio when he's told that he's got this penalty, he swears. Was he also penalized for that as well? Because I swear we're not allowed to swear anymore, right, guys? Like, are we not? So that's my other question. Like, and you're so right. It's the same shit every single fucking time. Obviously, this is a change of tune from us praising him last week. He does world class driving, right? He does absolutely world class driving. So if you do world class driving, why do you always feel the need to be such a bully, to just do some really shitty moves? Because when we look back on those things, I feel like we're going to look back on things Max has done in years and be like, how the fuck was he getting away with that?
Well,
We are.
no,
We
for sure.
are.
And look, I will say to balance that, he got a 5-second penalty. Would have been 10, but they took 5 off. But it's almost as if for me, it's just I find like I'm in like an alternative universe where there's one set of people who watch the race and like they've got this view on Max and that incident and his driving, and then you've got the others, some of whom need to touch grass, who I mentioned earlier, who like refuse
Shout
to.
out the ones that make videos about us, though. Shout out them. Thanks for the views.
Thank you for the views. But like, you know, I just feel like people are saying the FIA are too harsh on him. You know, pardon me, it's unfair how Max is
Is that a hair in your mouth?
Definitely not my hair on my head, I'll tell you that.
Definitely not your hair.
Yeah. Okay, you've got one more of those, and then I'm going Super Saiyan. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Continue, please.
And it's just like Max Verstappen fans want to be oppressed so fucking bad. I don't know how many times we have to say this. You're not oppressed. You are blessed. Like everything
You
is.
are not oppressed.
You
are
are
blessed.
And it's just like, for me, I saw that incident. I wonder why the team didn't say, you know, give the place back, but they knew that they were going to get an advantage from being in clean air, and you know, and then and then Christian Horner after the race just bringing out receipts, trying to say this is why he was in front, blah blah blah. And it's just like this is so
I hate
unnecessary.
when Christian does that. When Christian brings out his little fucking notebook, his world map, it really irritates me. Really, really irritates me. It's like when that one friend brings their boyfriend to an event, bro. Nobody asked for your boyfriend to come to the event,
shit.
right?
I need to
Fuck
see
your
that.
boyfriend.
I need to watch the rest of them TikToks. You seen them TikToks?
Which ones?
The girl who's like do it on her own, but she has this series of like the group chat. You not seen it? Oh my God, have I seen a TikTok and you've not? Oh, yes.
You told me to get off TikTok. You said stop being chronically online, so I stopped being chronically online.
Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I know you're
doing shit that you tell me.
But anyway, no, for sure, it is annoying. Like, and I just think I would be much more okay with if Max came out afterwards and said, yeah, you know what, I was just trying it, it didn't work out, and then go from there. But it's almost as if he creates.
You're so right. If you had come out and said, "Oh, I tried a thing, it didn't work out. I'm really sorry." Well, not even sorry, because I don't expect he's the type to say sorry. But maybe even just be like, "I'm glad. Like the team gave me orders to give the place back to Piastri. I gave it back." Because do you know what? Even though he got that 5-second penalty, it's not like it did much for him, did it? Like, let's be honest, he took lead for a few laps. Unfortunately, as I said, if you had put Lando in this position, it wouldn't have been the same outcome. I don't think Lando would have recovered from that. I think Lando would have dropped a few places. And that's just what's so good about Oscar Piastri. He doesn't fear Max and he doesn't fear anyone else. But at the same time, he plays by the rules, which is really spectacular in a grid full of Max Verstappens, I guess.
Yeah, look. Oscar Piastri, let's talk about it. This is the guy who's won the race. This is the guy who's leading the championship. First Australian to lead the championship since Mark
Webber.
Mark who?
Mark, you okay?
No.
Mark Webber.
Oh, yeah. Because you said Weber, and I was like, oh, you're just being funny. Just,
Tried to call me out again, didn't you?
Never try to call you out. I'd never do that.
Don't make me load.
I was about to. Get her. So no, for sure. And who's his manager? So coincidentally, and look, let's talk about this kid, man. I feel like we've skirted around
this kid,
it,
man.
But this, I mean, he's not really. He's only like 3 years younger than Verstappen. I think he's 24. But he is showing signs of being a world champion. I'll ask you, Thandie, because it was something that's going around on Twitter.
Yeah.
Do you think Oscar Piastri is a generational driver?
Oh, you guys love to pull out that slogan every fucking week, man. You're not tired. Fuck me. This person's a generational driver. Do you think this person is a bloody hell? Do you guys even know what a generational driver means? At this point, are we just throwing it out there? What does
it mean?
What is a generational driver? Like, what does that term mean? I mean, okay, generational, what does that mean? Like, someone who we look back on and we're like, whoa.
Yeah, basically.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, essentially, like, the problem with generational is that...
No, he's not.
People on F1 Twitter... I'm sorry, by the way, this is no diss on my boy Tomo, who started this. Well, he calls him a generational driver. You know, yeah, we think we get hate for the content we make. Every other week, someone takes a screenshot of Tomo's thumbnails like, this guy don't know shit. Yeah, they get hate. But, you know...
Tomo's content's amazing, man.
Look, I'm sure he's fine, just counting his fucking millions all day. He gives a fuck. And then someone said, like, you know, how can you call Oscar Piastri generational? So then I asked, like, who are the generational drivers on the grid?
Yeah, I'd like to know who he's being compared to. I'd like to know who's in this room, because I feel like it's just like the black conversation of the cookout. You lot were inviting too many people into the cookout. Last I checked, Bad Baby's invited to the cookout. No, she's fucking not. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you lot do this thing. It's not only Twitter, it's the entirety of F1 social media where someone does well in about 3 races, does a great interview, and it's like, God, he's a generational driver. This is Schumacher's legacy. This is what Senna meant. And it's like, bro, like, give it a rest. He's just doing his job. So do I think Oscar Piastri is a generational driver? No, I think he's good, and I think he makes you Australians very proud since Mark Webber. But do I think it's early enough for us to say Oscar Piastri is a generational driver? No, I don't, unfortunately. I can say that Max Verstappen is a generational driver because of the impact and the legacy that he has left behind, whether it be good or bad. But do I think I'm ready to say that Oscar Piastri is a generational driver? Hell no. I'm not saying he's shite. I'm saying he's good. But, like, we need to be very careful with this inviting people to the cookout who aren't ready to be invited to the cookout, have not even had the training for the cookout, and even had the actual impactful race. Can you guys tell me a race where Oscar Piastri absolutely wowed you, or has it been the past 2 races? Has it just been the past 2 races?
You're saying he doesn't have a generational drive. He doesn't have that like that Max Verstappen Brazil drive, Lewis Hamilton, Silverstone 3 tires, or
I don't think he's had that moment yet. Like, unless we're calling out the past previous races. And sure, if you want to, because I mean, I saw some clips from people in the grandstands kind of measuring last week's race and being like, okay, this is how far George was from him, this is how far Norris was from him. And I think that's epic. Like, I'm really happy about that. But
do you know you had a good joke?
Let's not get excited off pre-cum. Do you know what I mean? Let's not.
If anything, that's so. Look, who has a good joke? Chris Rock has a good joke, and he's like, "Niggas always want credit for shit they supposed to do."
Right, like, you know, like deadbeat dads.
Yeah, deadbeat. Like, I look after my kid. I look after my kids. Like,
I picked my kid up.
Yeah, it's supposed to look after your kids. I think what we're seeing from Oscar, and maybe it's being contrasted with Lando Norris, right? And we're seeing, like, God, Lando Norris is doing X. Look what Oscar Piastri's doing. He's winning races. He's doing this and that. this is what, this is incredible. But really and truly, he's in the fastest car and he's doing things in the fastest car that you would expect from a competent driver. So maybe it's about pumping the pumping the brakes and saying, let's hold off. However, I guess what I would say to that is what I would say today is what I like about Oscar.
Yes.
He's decisive. So when he wants to do, when he goes to do something, he'll do it. First corner, he's not fanning around. My corner, taking the lead. You can do whatever you want to do and then go from there. Has to get past Lewis. Goes around the outside on the dirt. Could have crashed, whatever, but he did it in Australia and he did it just like the last week just gone. I thought that was incredible. He seems to, when he wants to overtake, he's going to overtake. And when he defends, it's very difficult to get past him. And I think he feels like, whilst I think he's a generational talent. I think he has the potential to go on to be generational. I don't think we can call him generational yet. What he is I think the complete package right now.
He's good. Let's just say he's good, guys. It's okay. You don't have to, you don't have to put. Anyway, don't get me started, man.
Okay, no, you were really not happy about that.
You guys learn a word and then you just go with it, like gaslighting. You remember the gaslighting trend? Like, does everyone actually know what gaslighting meant? No, not many people knew what it meant.
Look, don't get me started on dating stuff because. You're
gaslighting me.
I'm gaslighting you, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gaslighting you, yeah. 100%.
Exactly.
I'm toxic.
Right.
I'm a narcissist. God, women learn the word narcissist and just substitute that in for like prick. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, my boyfriend was a narcissist. He went, no, it was just a prick. Anyway, respectfully. Someone who is a generational driver who is not having a generational time of it at the moment.
Guys.
It would be remiss of us to not discuss.
Guys, he said it's not even the car, guys. He said it's not even the car. And how good would like the radio this week for Charles? So guys, there's nothing. Guys.
Yeah.
It's okay to be mid though. Like it's okay. Right? Are we washed? No, we're not washed, okay? We're not. I won't say it now. We haven't had the rubber dub scrub, right? Okay.
But
we can't really talk about being washed when Alonso's being schooled by rookies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
it's bad.
The Vogue cover was nice, though. Hey.
Beautiful gums.
Right, Coleman Domingo. If you're watching this, mate, I would eradicated. Beep, 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 beep. That's what I would do to Coleman Domingo.
He wouldn't look at you. He wouldn't look at you twice.
Of course he wouldn't. Of course he wouldn't. He's not. No, he wouldn't. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I just want to look at him.
That's fine. No, you could look. He's a handsome man, and still has all his hair.
ASAP Rocky is like ASAP Rocky is interesting, guys. Like, are we ready to have the conversation that ASAP Rocky's like a justified baby daddy? Like, he's just a really
he's like the best stay-at-home dad in the world.
Right. Like he is giving Jada Wader, but
yeah,
I don't think you guys are ready for that conversation. Anyway.
Anyway, look, beautiful gowns again from ASAP Rocky. Not the F1 ones, though. Get him out of there.
No.
Well, do you have a message to TEAMLH? Some words of support.
Keep smiling, keep shining. Know that you can always count on me. For sure. That's what friends are for. Guys, do you know what?
What?
Keep holding the fort down, yeah? Keep holding the fort down.
Yeah.
It's okay because he's now confirmed it. Like, it's okay. The trolls are going to come. Yeah. Like, there's worse people on the grid. Imagine being a Hulkenberg fan. I say this every fucking time, bruv. Like, it does not matter. Like, cool. We made it to Ferrari. Like, we always make top 10. That's cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
Just keep
Look,
smiling, keep trying, you know?
you just got to be patient. You got to be patient. Look, what I will say is this. I will say
Patient for
this.
what? What are we waiting for, Nyashi?
We're
Please tell me.
waiting for, we're waiting, you know what we're waiting for? We're
Mm,
waiting for, in true Catholicism, right now, we're in
I
fucking
knew he was going to say
purgatory.
that.
We're in fucking purgatory right now, okay? And
Right.
guys, you have to go through purgatory to get to fucking heaven, okay?
Right.
You don't just get the fucking VIP AAA paddock pass straight to heaven,
Right.
straight to the hereafter, okay?
I'm
You
telling
gotta
you
go
now, exactly. You have to put some blood on your door.
all of them things
Go
there,
out to the
okay?
desert 40 days and 40 nights. You know
40
when
days,
the
40
Jews
nights.
were lost? It was only supposed to take them 10 days, but they were doubting. That's why it took so many years.
Oh, they
That's why
said
it took so many years.
They said, Moses, there's no way. How are you going to take us through the Red Sea? They said, God has a plan. Trust in me. And they said, God has a plan. Okay, trust me. They said, Moses, we've got no boats. We've got no. He said, trust in me. They said, Moses, what's the plan? What did God tell you? He said, he's not told me yet.
But do you know what though, Nyashi? Do you know how they took the land? They gave us religion. Now I fear that's what we're leaning on. They've taken the land.
Right.
Now all me and you were doing is religion.
We're the Crusaders right now. We're here spreading religion just to trick these stupid little blacks into coming with us.
Booga booga.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
You said stupid little blacks, right? And I just went with it. You said something and I went with it, right?
Wow. The way me and you encourage each other into degeneracy is bad. Okay.
Very bad.
But anyway,
to bring it all back together.
Bring it all back. Patience.
Yeah.
Patience. Okay. You might not know the plan, but there is a plan, and the plan is hard work, dedication. Okay. Luck equals preparation, meeting, opportunity. Okay.
All right,
but you have look.
Luck equals.
I'm Steve Jobs.
Luck equals.
I'm Steve Jobs. I'm Walt Disney. I'm a genius. I want to create things. I love the Gaga songs.
What the fuck does she know about Polaroids? You know?
So I'm just saying.
It's just vibes, guys. That's what it
vibes.
is. It's just vibes for now.
What you said? You've got to enjoy the place that you're in. Okay?
This has been like a 5-minute crash out of absolute fucking rubbish. Look where we're at. What the fuck are we talking about, Nyasha?
We're fucked, bruv. We're fucked.
We're fucked, guys.
Fucked, bruv.
We're fucked.
Incredible. What I was gonna say was, I feel like I bought a bunch of stocks and the market is crashing in front of my very fucking eyes right now. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm trying to joke and laugh about it. My wife is like, have you paid the mortgage? I'm like, yeah, everything's fine. Yeah. I've been let go from my job and I'm just looking at the letters coming through the door. The statement in my fucking Binance is red. The statement in my Robinhood is red. And I'm just trying to justify, or how do I explain to my wife and kids that everything is fucked? That's what
I feel like.
That's what the listeners are like.
Man, I feel like I've been finally caught cheating.
Oh my God.
In the storage unit. The evidence is there. If anyone gets the reference, if you ever want to cheat, hire a storage unit. But she finally found out about a storage unit, and now I've got to go home. I feel like Harvey when he cheated on Alicia Dixon.
I feel like Usher in the Confessions.
What? Right.
No, you know he's like, stop playing.
Stop playing.
Put that on everything. How do you know? That's literally. I feel like I don't know how to come in and explain to you guys every week. So you know what you guys are like. I feel like you guys are like fucking like kids, and I have to explain to you like Santa's not fucking real. And there's only so many ways that
I can't explain to you how watching that interview where he was like, he just wasn't given an excuse. It was actually like finding out my parents are divorced. I think my parents' divorce was worse, was even easier than this. I'm not gonna lie. Right? My parents' divorce was easier than this.
This is difficult.
This is different.
This is honestly, I don't know. So you know what, guys? I'm not gonna lie to you. We might be fucked. Like this.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to
this
you.
season, I don't know. There's only so many ways I could dress it up. Like either strap in or strap off, bruv. Because it's not gonna get easier. I'm sorry. I've got no words.
Guys, I don't know what's going to happen for Brazil in Silverstone. I'm not going to lie to you. If I have deleted my Twitter, my social media, if Quickstop F1 randomly disappears the afternoon of Silverstone, it's because we don't know what to say to you. And it was the biggest crash out me and Nyasha probably ever had.
100%. Okay, quickly, let's go on to stars and donkey of the day. Who is your star of the day?
Oscar Piastri, I'm from a world down under.
What? Sorry, what? Menchunda.
Can you hear that thunder? You better run. You better take cover.
There you go, Oscar Piastri. My star of the day is Alex Albon. Okay. Where is this attitude come from?
Like Alex Albon.
Alex Albon started hanging out with the kids. He's hanging around with the cool kids. He's smoking cigarettes. He's like
Eat a chick. I don't eat bucks, man. I got chills. They're multiplying.
He is he's running around the corridors giving people wedgies. Like where's this?
All his friends are like, hey Oscar, are you gonna go around and play Dungeons and Dragons? He's like, we're not friends. Dungeons and Dragons with you lame-os.
Fuck me. I don't know what's going into him, but I like it. More of it. He's the most entertaining part of this season right now. Like I said it on Twitter. I was like, he's like, you know, your friends are just shouting at their parents, and you're just sat in the room like, oh my god,
yeah. Where has this come from?
That's how I feel listening to this. I'm like, Alex, oh my god, how are you getting away with this? Like, how are you not getting a fucking slipper to the face right now? Anyway, so that's my star of the day. Big up Alex Albon, and yeah, if I was gonna put another star of the day in a serious level,
Yuki and Gasly, just how like casual they are about it. Like I liked that little interaction between them. They hit each other and they were cool with it.
They love each other. Like that's their brothers. So I don't think they're ever gonna. And it was an accident.
It was an accident, and I just anything Yuki Tsunoda does, man. Come on, has my heart.
Look, what I would want to say quickly is, I don't know if you heard, there was a radio from Isaac Hadjar where he was like, he probably did. It was on Saturday, and he was like, "There's water in my helmet. Can we sort this out?" And then his engineer was like, "Okay, yes, we can, but what's your tone? Or like, could you like reduce your tone or something?" And it was very like. Certain people will understand he was asking so politely, Thandie. Like, it was the politest. He's basically
Isaac Hadjar, who has mathematical like things on his helmet, the most sweetest little boy.
The sweetest boy. He is being so polite.
I like them.
And do you know what it is? Look, certain people will understand what it's like when you're trying to talk calm, but then you get told, stop raising your voice. You're being aggressive.
I know that. I'm a black woman. Duh.
Not that I want to make it.
Do you know what I always think? Like, they're always going so fast as well. Like, how do you expect me to sound so polite and calm when I'm going that fast already? Like, I do always say this. Like, I'd never blame people when they want to swear. Obviously, Max takes it a step too far and is quite abusive. But, you know, when they really tell them to, like, wait, watch your tone and stuff, when they're not usually like that, they're going that fucking fast, lad. It's Isaac Hadjar, like...
Bro, he might as well be in Guantanamo Bay. They were waterboarding him in that fucking car.
What if he drowns? Right? What if it's affecting his sight? Like, of course, it's a matter of urgency. What do you expect? So what? I'm now being waterboarded, and it's like, watch your tone.
Yeah.
Jesus, Alex Albon. Don't flush my head down the toilet. Bloody hell.
I know, right? Fucking hell. Maybe that's where he learned it, Alex Albon. Like, do you mean?
Yeah.
He needs to be told, like, this is Barbados. Okay?
You are in Barbados.
Donkey of the day.
Fernando Alonso for still being in the fucking sport, lad.
Get this guy out of here, man. 0 points.
0 points.
0 point.
Rookie's telling you what to do.
Bruv, just go off. Like, go, bro. Just go. Like, people telling me about my driver's watched this, my driver's watched that. My driver is doing a below par job because we expect him to be winning races. Sorry that he's consistently in the top 10 and he's, whatever. It's not like Charles Leclerc's pulling up trees. Well done on your podium today.
Right.
But it's not like he's doing otherworldly things in this Ferrari. Fernando Alonso.
All right, not too much now.
Not too much. Lance Stroll has a point.
Yeah.
The man with the most Q1 exits in the whole of Formula One history.
Right. Has a point.
Has a point. Fernando Alonso, you do not. At what point do we just start saying this guy is like washed, finished, finito? I feel like I'm going crazy.
The magic's gone, man.
Huh? The magic's gone. The magic's gone. My donkey of the day, anyway, is Jack Doohan. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I just for the, do you know what I mean? Like, honestly, just get the fuck out of here. Like,
Jack Doohan.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I know I've got nothing else to say. Right, do you want to read one? I'll read one.
Why did you pick that picture of Oscar, by the way? Like, when I saw it, I said, where did he find it? Why did he pick that anyway?
That's what
not
he
a cute
looked
picture of him.
But you know what? It shows the dedication.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just come out of the car, but he's still... That's the level of emotion. Number one, numero uno, sweating, put himself through it. Fucking warrior. Give me a starter. I'll go first, actually. SLH 44 star Ferrari pit crew. They were bussing this weekend.
Bussing, bruv. That's why it was like we have no one to blame. And sometimes I know us as you know, at TEAMLH, we're like, who can we blame today?
Who can we blame today?
Who can we blame today? And it was like no one. So
Santa's not real, guys.
Santa's not real, guys.
Santa's not real. The stock market has rendered us fucking penniless.
We have been caught in the storage unit with our pants down.
Pants down, condom on. Donkey of the day is Norris getting dummy twice and would have been the third if his engineer didn't tell him to stop. Mate, Lewis Hamilton, my watched driver, was playing with Lando Norris like
Like a fiddle, mate.
Like a fucking fiddle. God, that was hilarious. Oh God, Lando Norris, just the gift that keeps on giving. Do you have one?
I do. I Love to Dance has put permanent dog Christian Horner. No star. No, just a permanent dog, and I appreciate
dog
that.
Shit. I think she's saying as well. Fucking hell, fair play, fair play. Well, look, thank you guys for tuning in. Someone's got to go because
to a Burna Boy concert.
Yeah, like you don't know if you're fucking Muslim. One day you're Muslim, one day you're Christian. Last week you were Jamaican. This week you're fucking West African. You're eating jerk rice and jollof rice. Jerk chicken and jollof rice. Like, do you know what I mean?
You didn't even notice the change in my name. My name today says Thandie Ferrari Nani, right? So,
yeah,
you know.
I did notice that. I didn't want to.
Tell me, saw it.
I saw it. Thandie Ferrari Nani. Thandie Ferrari Nani. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I even feel like even me saying Nani is a bit like Ferrari Nani. But have fun. Thank you for being so wonderful. You look great, by the way. Well done.
Thank you. I'm actually my new car.
Yeah, tell us about your new car. You got a new car.
I have a new 2013 Beetle.
Nice.
He's black. His name is Klaus.
Yeah.
If you guys want to send me some accessories, feel free. Because
when did you pass your driving test?
Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Keep it on the black stuff. Keep it on Klaus.
Keep it on the black stuff. Keep it on Klaus.